Zimmerman drives it in, and they score! The rookie, Walker Zimmerman!
He's an up-and-coming pro soccer player.
Once I start talking about GSA, everything's what's going right.
And a USU soccer alum. Walker Zimmerman may have been a first-round draft pick, but he has never faced me in foosball. We got together with the FC Dallas rookie for some hard-hitting soccer questions.
I'm a huge Bachelor fan, not a huge Juan Pablo fan.
And some friendly competition.
Come on, son. All right, good luck.
Thank you. Have fun. So we'll start off with some just get to know you questions for the fans. You know, what do you do when you're not playing soccer, out having fun? You know, is there a TV show that you like to sit back and watch? You know, is it SportsCenter, The Bachelor? You know.
Oh yeah. I like Breaking Bad a whole lot. I like Mad Men. I like watching Netflix a good bit.
There's one.
Oh no. Yeah, I like to sit and relax and watch Netflix at the house.
So warm-ups, whether it's warming up, driving around, like what's your jam? What are you listening to in your car, in your iPod?
Yeah, you know, I like music, but I don't have like a huge library, if you will. So I do a lot of Pandora. I do a lot of Jesus culture worship music. I do a lot of Ben Rector, really chill mood.
I like Ben Rector.
Drew Holcomb and the Neighbors a little bit.
Okay.
So I like country though. Country's probably it's probably my go-to. Oh my gosh, your goalie is like Oliver Kahn on steroids right now.
You played with GSA like your entire life.
I did.
Soccer all the way through college. Tell us a little bit about your experience with GSA and maybe how your coach helped you out.
Yeah, I played there since I was like 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, there you go, on the board.
Played there since I was 5 or 6, and it is pretty unique to stay at one place the whole time, but I loved it there. I was fortunate enough to be on some really good teams. Once I start talking about GSA, everything starts going right. I was fortunate enough to be on some really good teams, had a lot of appearances at the national championships, and just really a great group of guys who are some of my best friends who I got to play with, you know, my whole career, which is awesome.
So what are some of the things you may have learned like at GSA that could help prepare you for the next level, maybe like college?
You know, well, aside from the soccer part, you know, it's just he's really important on just life. Just a really good. That was impressive. He's just a really good, you know, life mentor, and that's something I really appreciate about him. Is, you know, he cares way more than just what happens on the soccer field, and so. Yeah, I learned a lot about visualization as well. He really stressed visualizing what you're doing. That's a big element that I added to my game through him. And aside from that, yeah, just high training level with all my teammates and good coaching. So I'm really fortunate to have played there.
And then another one of our programs you went through while you were at GSA was you got to keep that goalie.
Yeah, I know.
You got to keep that goalie down. Was our ODP. I mean, you did state, you did regionals, and in 2010 you even won the championship.
We did.
With Georgia.
Through ODP, it's also fun because you get to play and be teammates with people you're usually against on the field. So it adds an element of just like knowing a lot more soccer players from the area, from the state, from the region, and so I have a lot of good friends who actually ended up playing college with me, who I met through ODP and was able to recruit to Furman. Which was really cool as well. Yeah. So, yeah, it just provided a platform to get to know more players, more coaches, and kind of broaden my horizons in the soccer community.
And you mentioned that at GSA you had a chance to play for a few national championships.
Yeah, we did.
A few soccer championships, and I know I was able to be at the 2012 in Wilson, and I think you flew in from the Milk Cup. Is that what it was?
Yeah, so I got to fly in for the finals, which was so much fun. Me and a buddy, Will Trapp. Oh, that was a great save. Me and my buddy Will Trapp, who played for the Columbus. He plays for the Columbus Crew now and played with their youth team. He was with me as well. So we both made it back to play for the national championship, and that was just such a great experience. Something you always dream about. So. Yeah, really great memories there. Unfortunately, didn't get the result, but
to be selected in the Super Draft in the first round, I mean that's the next stage. I'm a professional now. What does that mean to you? Like, getting there? And
You know, it's one thing to just get there. That's the easy part, you know? It's once you're here and you're playing with all these great players, it takes a lot of hard work, and it's definitely like your job. You know, you're competing with people who are, you know, trying to provide for their families, and it just makes it that much more intense, but it also makes it that much more fun. You know, playing in big games on TV, big crowds, it's, you know, that's what you dream about. So it's worth the work for sure.
So, more exciting or less exciting than getting your first start? A week later, oh, nice from the midfield.
Come on, son.
For a week later, playing Kansas City, get subbed in as a second half goal. Ooh,
Oh, man.
post. 90th minute, you know, David puts in a ball, smash it home to tie the game. I mean, more exciting, less exciting than the 90 minutes of your first MLS goal.
Yeah, definitely more exciting. It's, you know, all these things are things that you dream about and picture in your head so many times before. And so seeing that ball go into the back of the net was really special. And my parents were actually in attendance as well at that game. They flew in from Atlanta.
Oh, nice.
And happened to be there, which was awesome.
You know, as a defender, there's always people that you like playing with. But who, as a defender in the MLS, are you just like afraid of coming at you full speed, one-on-one? Like if there's one person that
an
you're
attacker
like,
coming at me?
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh no.
distracted.
Whatever that guy's name is, I don't want to go against him. He's crafty. He's crafty. Yeah, what attacker would I not want to go against?
Yeah, if you had it like one-on-one, you're the last defender, he's coming at you full steam. I mean,
you know, I don't
your
know.
last choice. You're like, man, if this guy's coming at me, I'm toast.
I don't know that I'd say there's anyone I wouldn't want to go against. I think it's always fun to have the challenges of going against someone like, you know, Landon Donovan or Eddie Johnson, one of those kind of high-profile forwards in the league. It's kind of a good measuring mark and a good challenge to see where you are, and so I think I'd be up for that challenge. So I don't know how to answer that question. It's not my nature to say I don't want to.
You want anybody?
Yeah, I don't want to face anyone, you know.
So one of my hidden talents is secretly
Foosball. Yeah.
I got the Stevie Foosball shirt. You know, just hidden talents. If you had to say you had a hidden talent, or you know, maybe I was going to do this if I wasn't an MLS soccer player, you know, what would you be doing with your life?
You know, I really enjoy public speaking. I like doing that a lot. So whenever I can, I like to go speak at, you know, whether it's churches or religious events or businesses. I just want to be a motivational speaker after soccer, and I love coaching as well. So those are two things I want to do now and in the future. But just like to relax. I'm so competitive, so I love playing any type of games. So ping pong.
Bringing it back.
I mean, I don't know if I've ever been this successful on a foosball table. But yeah, anything that there's a winner and a loser, I enjoy.
You know, you say you like coaching. There's always kids that want to grow up and they want to be the next Walker Zimmerman, the next Landon Donovan. What advice do you give these players to get to where you are that are in these earlier stages in their soccer careers?
You know, it sounds cliche, but don't lose hope in something that you think you're destined to do. It's probably the main thing. If you think you're called to be a soccer player, or basketball, whatever, teacher, just do it with all your heart, and you can't go wrong there.
Just going for it, right?
Yeah. Oh
no! Oh no, Walker! That is not the way to go out.
Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see that, folks.
Here it comes. There it is.
Oh, it's a double own goal.